Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? Happy Thursday. It's Running with Comics coming back at you with an in-depth review, and today I tallied up all the votes from yesterday before I got on, and the book I'm going to do today is Helheim. Alright guys, first off I want to say a big thank you again to everybody. I'm at 113 subscribers now, so thanks a lot for all that. I'm really enjoying a lot of your comments on the contest, and yeah, I look forward to seeing more videos, so thank you guys very much. And let's get started on the book, alright? So, I read a little clip about this book before I picked it up, and it sounded really cool. And since I watched that Vikings show on the History Channel on Sunday, I've been really into like a Viking mood. So I definitely wanted to pick this one up, and the cover looks awesome. I really like it. This dude just looks like a massive dude you just do not want to mess with, and then these skull warrior guys look pretty sweet. So yeah, cover, just coming off the cover, I really liked it. Of course, oh, there's a chick on the bottom too, so you can't beat that. Big dudes, skull dudes, and chicks. Awesome, man. So we start out the book. Let's see. This is written by Cullen Bunn, illustrated by Joel Jones, colored by Nick Filardi, and lettered by Ed Brinson. So, yeah, good job, guys. We start out, a couple dudes just running away. One guy carrying another guy. Now, the first person's name who gets mentioned is a guy named Ricard, and I just suddenly assumed that he was the main character, which turns out I was correct. In the beginning, they're, for some reason, like I said, they're running away. I don't know. He's carrying, I'm assuming like a friend who got wounded in battle. He's like bleeding from the throat. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And they're making their way through this river, and Ricard sees like a ghost of himself. And is just kind of stunned and standing there. Turns out a guy that he's running with is his father. It's actually that dude right there on the cover. And he's kind of a jerk. He tells Ricard to leave the dead weight, meaning his friend who he was carrying. So Ricard looked down, saw that the guy actually had bled out, and left him there in the river. Which kind of surprised me. So they're running their way back to their village. We haven't found out what they're running away from yet, but then turn the page and these just barbarian, nasty looking dudes are running with huge dogs. And so we find out that's what they're running away from. They get to their village, and because the guys are like hot on their heels, they won't open the gate. So they're forced to stand their ground and fight. The first kind of fight scene, not really, it's like the intro to the fight scene, I guess. I really love this page. It just shows Ricard is just a badass, because so you got the guys chasing after him. One of them must have stepped up, and Ricard just chopped off his head and then stood on his head waiting there for the rest of them to come. That's awesome. That's what I think of when you think of just Vikings, like badass Vikings, you know? So really love that. They attack dogs and evil dudes, and there's like what is it, like 4 or 5 pages of, no, that's like 3 pages, 3 or 4 pages of just battling. So that was really cool. I like that. A lot of action in this book, and I definitely like that. That's kind of what I was looking for when I picked up this book. So really awesome. They end up killing off all the bad guys, and one of the bad guys killed one of their guys. So you know, it wasn't all one-sided, but they get inside after the battle, and it looks like Ricard's wife, Bera is her name. She just comes up and pretty much shows her love. She was worried that they weren't going to come back from whatever battle they were doing. And one really, like a really funny panel to me, like comic relief right here. I think that's Ricard's dad and somebody else. The other guy says, let's find our own women and stop worrying over your sons. And he says, Ricard's dad says, don't be stupid, Shad. You're the next closest thing to a bettable woman in this camp, and I don't think either of us is quite ready for that. So I thought that was really funny. But right after that, like, comic relief, like, to relieve the tension of what happened, the bodies of the dead people, of the dead bad guys, come back to life, like, in skeleton form. And they start yelling that they're night creatures and that it was a trap the whole time. So apparently the skull guys on the front are called night creatures, and they're taking over, is what I'm assuming, and they haven't been able to get inside the village, at which time they set this trap, and now they've sprung the trap, and they're going into the village, and yeah, so there's another battle in the village. Bera's kind of standing there, dumbfounded is what it looks like. And Ricard is he's just being a total, like, badass Viking, and it's awesome. He goes and he's fighting these guys, and his dad starts yelling to the night creatures, telling them to take Bera, and because she's the one they want for some reason. I don't really get that, but he says that he'll kill her himself if they'll leave, and Ricard is like, no, you know, and he actually kind of starts fighting his dad, and while him and his dad are fighting, one of the night creatures comes up and just takes Ricard out, which completely threw me. I thought, there you go, that's it right there. I thought Ricard was going to be like the main guy, you know, but yeah, there he is. There's the ghost, like the vision he saw in the river there. And after that, it seems like all the night creatures left after that. Like, they didn't, like, the guy chopped off his head and then nothing. So I was kind of confused by that too. I don't know if that was their plan, was the night creatures' plan to kill Ricard, and that's why they kind of left, or what happened after that. So a little confused by that. So Shad and Ricard's dad, I forget his name. I forget the dad's name. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. But they're talking about Ricard dying, and Ricard's dad gets all pissed off and starts storming into Bera's, like, house. You can see right there, and he's like, "What's that smell? It smells like rotting meat," and blah blah blah. And Bera says, "You don't think I would let Ricard actually die, do you?" So she, like, made him up, like, revived him, but, like, made him up of other dead guys' body parts. You can see, like, skeletons in there lying on the bed and lying on the floor. So it's like she, like, Frankensteined him. So that explains the big gnarly dude on the cover. That's Ricard, but in a like Frankenstein body. For a #1 issue, I actually liked it. It gave you some background. I'm very curious to see what happens with the rest of this story. So I'll definitely keep picking it up. Oh, here's the cover for next month's issue. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, so I'll definitely keep picking it up. It was a good book. Like I said, a few parts confused me a little bit, but I think we'll probably get more in-depth in the storyline in other issues. But for a #1, it was pretty good. It held my interest, and it made me want to get issue #2. So, yeah, psyched about it. Really good book. Go pick it up. I never had an Oni Press book before, but this one was awesome. So, yeah, I give it the thumbs up. I recommend it. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, go check out the contest video. I'll post a link to the contest video down below. I'll probably do that for all my videos from now until March 20th when I'm going to cut it off. And, yeah, that's it. So, thanks for watching. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Hello. Thanks for watching. And I'll come back at you on Sunday with my lightning round reviews for all the rest of the books I picked up this week. So, see you later. Have a good one. Bye.